We're about to give you a number that might take just about a minute to digest. $1,560 billion. That's how many trees are in the entire state of Texas. And when we take a closer look at North Texas, Dallas has 14.7 million trees. But we still need more. In tonight's Climate Connection, the benefit of just one tree.
Trees, they're beautiful from their leaves to their bark. They are home to birds, squirrels, insects, and even some hideaway tree houses for young North Texans. But trees provide so much more than childhood memories. They help keep our environment in check. Patrick Newman is the president and CEO of the Fort Worth Botanic Gardens.
They are massive carbon sinks. So they take carbon out of the atmosphere, they put it into their tissues, and they release oxygen in that exchange.
Leading climate scientists all agree that carbon dioxide warms the planet, leading to climate change. According to NOAA, carbon dioxide levels measured at their Mauna Loa Atmospheric Baseline Observatory peaked at 424 parts per million in May. That's the highest on record. Here in North Texas, 2023 was the third hottest summer on record, with August being the second hottest on record. The data shows the planet is warming. All you have to do is look outside.
Plants are so well adapted to their environments. And when they show signs of stress, when they show they're out of balance, they're telling us something, right? So they're the canaries in the coal mine. They're also a huge part of the solution. And so we should look to them for clues, for signals, and we should look to them for answers.
Newman says as North Texas grows, we need to look for smart ways to incorporate the ecosystem into our future neighborhoods and developments.
I think living roofs, even green walls are great solutions as we develop in the Metroplex. I think that's an important thing that we should be looking at as we develop and as we look to build new building spaces. What is the sort of built environment and sort of the green space interface look like? And where are the opportunities to bring these things together?
Well, more buildings and concrete equal hotter temperatures. And according to TexasTrees.org, Dallas, it's heating up faster than any other city in the country except for Phoenix. Studies have shown trees can help reduce urban heat islands by naturally cooling the heat generated when people congregate in large cities, as opposed to rural areas which have lower heat concentrations.
The answer seems simple, just plant more trees, but it's more complicated than that.
So preservation is a key factor when looking at an urban area. You want to definitely be able to preserve those large mature trees and the benefits that are provided by more mature trees. The larger the tree, the more benefits that they can provide. But the more urban growth that there are, we want to plant more trees.
From reducing the urban heat island effect to improving water and air quality and reducing storm runoff, trees are just one of the solutions to cooling the planet, while also providing a fun hideaway for a childhood treehouse.
There are several benefits for just one tree, and that's what's really important for us to realize, is that we can have an impact just by planting one tree.
So you want to plant one tree, right? I learned a whole lot, and I am not known for my green thumb at all. There's a great website. It's called iTreeTools.com. So if you go up to hit all tools, way up there on our wall, you'll be able to go down to iTree Species. And when you click on that, it'll take you to a tree, and you're able to see, okay, I want this height of the tree, the hardiness, and we'll talk about how much you could reduce the carbon storage or how much carbon storage it will have, how much water it will need. It's a really interesting tool to use because, you know, in your area here in Texas, okay, what tree will work and how can we just wash out the atmosphere even more?
It's really important. You actually were talking about trees last week and the importance of them, having to cut some of them down. And
we've lost
that was disappointing. Yeah, and I think back to Arbor Day in middle school when we learned about all of this. I think this is a really good reminder for folks about how important our trees are.
Yeah, it's just the benefit of one tree. They're carbon sinks. They can just wash out the atmosphere even more, and they're part of the solution. So,
and easy to say, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, never thought about all the stuff you're talking about, right? Only through time and education and getting a little bit smarter, and the scientists and people like you who follow this kind of stuff for us gives us all a better depth of knowledge.
Yeah, and the data is there that we're continuing to see a warming planet, and we're going to continue to tell these climate stories. So if you have any questions or you have something you'd like us to look into, email the First Alert meteorologist at climateconnection@ktvt.com.
Scotty P., thank you, sir.
No problem.